I'd like to welcome you all, and I'm going to just start by introducing the candidates, and then they will have a 2-minute opportunity to introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about their candidacy. In seat number 1, we have a candidate for the House 5th District, the 5th District, Brose McVeigh. In the second seat, also from the 5th District, we have Andy Lyon. In the third seat, also from the 5th District, Ann Adcook. Seat number 4, from the 2nd District, Jackie Walorski. Seat number 5, from the 5th District, Luke Messer. Seat number 6, also from the 5th District, Dr. John McGough. Seat number 7, also from the 5th District, Michael Murphy. Seat number 8, from the 2nd District, Martin Dolan. And the final one, seat number 9, also from the 2nd District, Jack Jordan.
I'm going to give a real brief intro and then I'll let you go. All right? Thank you all for coming. Welcome to our forum this evening. The motto of the Kokomo Area Tea Party has been to educate, inform, and engage. And over the last 11 months now, we've gathered together, this group that you see in front of you here, candidates, we've gathered together to do just those things, and tonight's another opportunity for us. We've invited you to appear tonight because you are all candidates for this May's primary, and that is the jumping off point, that primary for us to renew our country and take back some of the things that we've lost over the last few years. So the questions I'm going to ask you tonight were submitted and compiled based on questions given to us by our Tea Party faithful here at our January rally, and we kind of pulled those in together and tried to come up with some questions that will allow you to give us a feel for who you are and why you're running. Before we begin officially, each candidate was asked to draw a number at random, and they will answer questions and go through this process based on that random drawing. And as you will notice, the districts, because we have 2 districts here that cover Howard County, those 2 districts are mixed up a little bit, so those of you here tonight will have to pay attention to who is actually in your district, but that doesn't mean that if you find a candidate you really like in another district that you can't help that person out too. And I'm sure the candidates would all appreciate that. I also want the gathered crowd to know that I have asked the candidates to forego the typical thank yous to the Tea Party staff and to those of you who are gathered here tonight. And I did that because I know that when I watch a debate on TV, I end up yelling at the TV, "Get on with the answer to the question." And I'm sure many of you are like that. So I want to express on behalf of the candidates who are here tonight, and we know from them taking the time out of their schedules to be with us, that they are very appreciative of you being here, all of you who are here tonight. And so we've asked them to kind of skip that part of the normal debate structure so that we can get down to the nitty-gritty and get on with the night. So please also understand that these candidates have very limited time to speak to us tonight because we have 9 congressional candidates with us. Most of our answers will be limited to about 1.5 minutes apiece, and so they will only be able to give the highlights of what they have to say. I'm sure most of them have websites where they have more detailed information, they have printed literature, and they will be around, most of them, if not all of them, to speak to you after the event tonight and be happy to answer any of your other questions you may have or questions more in depth. So to begin, we're going to allow 1.5 minutes for each candidate to greet you with an opening statement. My timekeeper here will flash you when you have 30 seconds left and 15 seconds left, and then he'll blind you with our super duper light if you go over time. So we will start with Mr. Brose McVeigh, and then we'll go right down the line. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's start by everybody getting up. We're going to move outside to the parking lot. I'm Bros McVeigh. I grew up down the street in Sheridan, Indiana. I'm a Blackhawk. I came up here and harassed your neighbors when I was a kid to play football and baseball. I'm now a small businessman, a dad. I have an 8-year-old in the back. My beautiful wife Kate is here with me. I would say that I'm a man of few words, but she's here. She knows better. She says that I'm a person with too many words chasing too few ideas. But tonight is very important. We're 49 days away from trying to retire Dan Burton in the 5th Congressional District, and it's my great hope for you and for our nation that one of the folks up here on this stage will do that on May 4th. I hope very much you'll pick somebody, get behind them, and work for them. Now, I have a vision for this part of our state. I call it the electric prairie. I want to help us be a center, not of the 19th or 20th century automobile industry, but of the 21st century. I want us to be a place where alternative energy and fuel and agribusiness, advanced manufacturing flourishes. The world is figuring out, I have confidence they are, that Midwestern manufacturing, Midwestern agriculture makes all kinds of sense. And when they get over their flirtation with China and Juarez, Mexico and India, they're going to want to do business here again. But we're going to need fighters and salesmen and advocates. And number 2, we're going to need to get Uncle Sam out of the way. I look forward tonight to giving you my thoughts on how we're going to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Andy Lyons. My wife Barb is in the back. We've been married 21 years. We have 4 children. One is a freshman at Indiana Wesleyan. My wife and I both are graduates of Indiana Wesleyan. Daughter is 16, a son that is 12, and another son that is 8. I'm also the founder of the Grant County Tea Party because, like many of you, I became fed up not only with what the liberals were doing, but what a lot of the moderate Republicans were doing as well. So I started our Grant County Tea Party with a letter to the editor. And I realized something in the middle of the election, this last presidential election, is that there are things that are seriously wrong with this country. We do not follow the Constitution. We have politics as usual, which is me first and you last. We have lobbyists running the government, buying votes. We have lost the foundation of our country, which is Christian principles. And we are in a crisis of culture in this nation, and it needs to start with you, but it needs to begin with the people that you elect there. We need the power returned to the 350 million people in this country, not the 535 men and women in Washington, D.C. I guarantee you that I will fight, and I guarantee you that I will not be afraid of them, because I was a police officer and I can take pretty much anything they're going to dole out. You will hear more about me and my beliefs in the Constitution and this Christian nation. Thank you.